If you don't know what LoRa is, you have to watch this video because it's one of the coolest pieces of tech that almost nobody knows about. Today we're here with
John from Meshtastic. So, you want to know about LoRa?
I want to know about LoRa.
LoRa is long-range, low-power radio. So in the United States, it's about 915 megahertz spectrum. And the key here is that it's low bandwidth, low power usage, both in the radio and the...
So it's a wireless protocol, just like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, but it's longer range. So you're talking about range in the miles, 5 miles, 10 miles,
Very cool. So you could, in theory, send data to something on the other side of a property or even the other side of the city to a friend of yours.
Yes, and it's freely available to use. It's on the unlicensed spectrum. So if you want to encrypt it, you can, as long as you keep it under low power, but it'll definitely go a lot farther than Wi-Fi will.
So you could buy a specific piece of hardware and build your own isolated LoRa network. Send a piece of data, whether that's text or a sensor for a smart home, and send it across that, and not connect to any internet, not send it anywhere external.
Exactly. There's no internet required. So if you want to control your driveway gate from 500 feet away, you could do that over LoRa. You can buy the hardware from any number of manufacturers that support LoRa and build LoRa compatible modules.
Amazing. And then you guys, Meshtastic, you're a project that uses LoRa as a communication network, is it? Or can you explain what you guys do? Meshtastic
is an off-grid decentralized communication tool. I say that it is text messaging, or sorry, I should say it is a walkie-talkie for Gen Z. You don't talk, you text.
Cool.
So unlike other technologies where you require a cell phone or you require data service, we use LoRa to send basically text messages so that when you're in an event with 50,000 of your closest friends, you can still communicate even when the cell service doesn't work, or maybe you're going somewhere like camping or out into the desert where there is no cell service to begin with.
Amazing. And then the Meshtastic is just the software. You could, in theory, either build your own or buy LoRa hardware from somebody else and use it all through that. And you can have it as your own local network or communicate with an existing LoRa network.
Correct. We are an open source tool. You can find it on GitHub. You can install the app on your iPhones, your Androids, and whatnot. You can buy hardware from any number of open source manufacturers or commercial manufacturers or this brand new unit from a Swiss-made company, which is really excellent and heavy duty. Just give it a couple thunks on the table. Yeah.
That's like, that would hurt somebody if you threw it at them.
It's built for, you know, like search and rescue and whatnot.
Amazing. And if somebody wants to learn more about it, build their own, where can they find you guys?
You can find us on meshtastic.org.
My name is Ethan, and I have built this insane contraption. So this is a Nerf dart sorter and a Nerf dart blaster. So darts at the sorter, they fall through the hopper, they go to the shaker.
And is the idea here you could just dump a bunch of them regardless of orientation, you don't need to feed them in? And how are they landing all tipped down? Is it just a weight thing?
Yeah, all the weight of these darts is at the very tip, so they naturally will fall nose down. So they'll fall down into these slats where they'll then be loaded into a chain.
Right.
So a chain will then travel through these sprockets.
Got you.
Darts will go through here and then they'll twist. And then here, they'll get pushed out. So a dart will get pushed out, the chain will index, and the next dart will get pushed out until 50 darts get pushed out one by one. So, and
then this drum strictly loads this drum, which is the gun. So this is a reverse gun that loads the gun, so you don't have to spend 20 minutes individually putting darts in.
Correct. 5 minutes to be specific. I did time
5 minutes.
Insane. So once that unloads all 50 darts into here, this whole assembly will spin at 800 RPM, and it will fire all 50 darts in a quarter of a second.
That's insane. I would ask why you build this, but I'm assuming that's it. Shoot fast.
That is it. Shoot fast. And then I kind of went to the extreme of auto loading. So since it takes 5 minutes to reload it, and I got sick of it, I decided to build a whole auto loader.
So you could literally dump them in here, this all happens totally autonomously, and it could fire.
Yes.
Crazy. And then while building us, what's the hardest engineering problem you had to solve, whether it's software, hardware, or both?
Software was probably the hardest thing I solved actually was this. So this uses 2 motors to spin the drum, So 2 motors, they spin in sync, and it moves the drum. To move it down to unload the darts, one of the motors has to change speeds. So if there's an unexpected load, one motor will slow down, the other will still go at the same speed, and it'll move the drum out of target.
Right.
So I had to write a control loop that will keep it in the same exact spot every time. And that took a while to figure out.
Cool. And where can everybody find you if they want to see more about this project and everything else you're working on?
So I have a YouTube channel called The Project Box.
Project Box.
So it's just right there, tb.projectbox. I'm on YouTube and technically Instagram, but I haven't posted on Instagram for a while.
Amazing.